The heat map visualizes student performance across different subjects: math, science, English, history, and geography. From a school management perspective, this tool is incredibly useful for several reasons. AIML Model Architect. Pradeep K. Suri. Author, researcher, and AIDNN architect. 1. Identifying strengths and weaknesses. The heat map uses color variations to show performance levels. Warmer colors, reds and oranges, indicate higher performance, while cooler colors, blues, indicate lower performance. This allows school management to quickly identify which subjects students excel in and which ones need improvement. 2. Resource allocation. By pinpointing areas of weakness, school management can allocate resources more effectively. For example, if many students are struggling in science, additional tutoring or resources can be directed towards that subject. 3. Tracking progress. Over time, heat maps can be used to track the progress of student performance. This can help in assessing the effectiveness of teaching methods and interventions. 4. Personalized support. The heat map can also highlight individual student performance, allowing for personalized support plans. For instance, if a student is consistently underperforming in a particular subject, targeted interventions can be implemented. 5. Data-driven decisions. Overall, heat maps provide a visual and data-driven approach to decision-making, helping school management to make informed choices that can enhance educational outcomes. Deeper into the heat map. Here are a few aspects we can explore. 1. Subject analysis. We can look at the performance trends in individual subjects like math, science, English, history, and geography. This will help us understand which subjects students are excelling in and which ones might need more attention. 2. Student performance. We can analyze the performance of individual students across all subjects. This can help identify students who might need additional support or those who are consistently performing well. 3. Comparative analysis. We can compare the performance across different subjects for each student to see if there are any patterns or anomalies. For example, a student might be excelling in math but struggling in English. 4. Trend identification. We can identify any overall trends or patterns in the data. For instance, if most students are performing poorly in a particular subject, it might indicate a need for curriculum review or additional resources. Explanation. 1. Sample data. The dataset includes student names and their scores across different subjects: math, science, English, history, geography. You can customize this dataset with other subjects, assessments, or student names as needed. 2. Heat map creation. The SNS.heatmap function from the Seaborn library is used to generate the heat map. The a_true parameter adds the actual data values on the heat map cells. The CMAP=cool-warm parameter sets the color palette, which can be adjusted to other color maps available in Seaborn/Matplotlib. 3. Customization. Color map. The color map can be changed by replacing cool-warm with any other Seaborn color palette, example Virides, Plasma, Blues. Line widths and colors. The line widths and line color parameters control the grid lines between cells for better visualization. 4. Use case. Performance analysis. This heat map is useful for quickly identifying areas of strength, example high scores, and weakness, example low scores, across multiple dimensions, subjects in this case. Visual insight. Teachers and administrators can easily spot patterns, such as which subjects students generally excel in or struggle with. 5. Visual output. Heat map. The heat map visually represents the performance of each student across various subjects, with color intensity indicating the level of performance. Darker or lighter colors can signify better or worse performance, respectively. This program creates a heat map that provides a clear visual representation of student performance across multiple subjects, making it easy to identify areas where students are excelling or need additional support. To create a heat map like the one in your image, you'll need a training dataset that includes the following components. 1. Subjects. The different subjects being analyzed, such as math, science, English, history, and geography. 2. Criteria for evaluation. The criteria used to evaluate student performance, such as analysis, application, comprehension, knowledge, and result. 3. Performance scores. numerical performance scores for each criterion per subject. These scores will be represented by colors in the heat map. 4. Color gradient, a range of values to establish the color gradients for visualization, typically from blue, low performance, to red, high performance. The dataset should be structured in a way that each cell in the heat map corresponds to a specific value representing student performance in a particular subject based on the evaluation criteria. Comments on the forecasted student performance at the end of the video. Forecasted performance. 1. Overall performance trends. Ananya shows a slight increase in performance from 89.43 in 2025 to 90.12 in 2026. This indicates a positive trend. Raj maintains a relatively stable performance with minor improvement from 82.15 in 2025 to 82.94 in 2026. Priya exhibits a strong performance with a noticeable increase from 91.68 in 2025 to 92.37 in 2026, suggesting continuous improvement. Amit shows modest improvement from 67.92 in 2025 to 68.81 in 2026, but remains on the lower end compared to others. Sneha also shows steady improvement from 85.02 in 2025 to 85.96 in 2026. Vikas exhibits a small increase in performance from 76.29 in 2025 to 77.21 in 2026. Neha forecasted to perform well with a slight increase from 90.00 in 2025 to 90.78 in 2026. Rahul expected to maintain high performance with a marginal increase from 97.28 in 2025 to 97.84 in 2026. Asha shows a minor improvement from 64.44 in 2025 to 65.17 in 2026, but remains among the lower performers. Ravi experiences a slight increase from 77.16 in 2025 to 78.03 in 2026. 2. Performance distribution. High performers, students like Rahul, Priya, and Neha are predicted to continue performing at a high level. Moderate performers, students such as Neha and Ananya are forecasted to improve slightly but remain in the middle range. Low performers, students like Amit, Asha, and Vikas are predicted to perform at the lower end, though they show some improvement. Model performance. 1. Root mean squared error, RMSE. Value, 1.51. Interpretation. The RMSE value indicates the average deviation between the predicted and actual performance scores. A value of 1.51 suggests that the model's predictions are quite close to the actual values, which is generally acceptable for forecasting purposes. 2. R squared, R superscript 2. Value, 0.995. Interpretation. The R superscript 2 value is very close to 1, indicating that the model explains approximately 99.5% of the variance in the data. This is an excellent fit, suggesting that the model performs very well in predicting student performance based on historical data. Summary. The forecasted performance for 2025 and 2026 shows a general trend of improvement for most students, with higher performing students continuing to excel and those with lower scores showing gradual improvement. The model's performance metrics, RMSE and R superscript 2, suggest that the forecasts are reliable, with minimal error and a high degree of accuracy in explaining the variability of the data. This analysis can help in strategic planning for interventions, resource allocation, and identifying students who may need additional support to enhance their performance. Thank you.